Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Arthashastra. It's a platform for discussing economics. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you never misses an update. And please do like the video. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about economics, where I'm going to give you an introduction about economics. Economics, the term economics, derived from Greek word oikonomia, meaning household. Earlier in the 15th and 16th century, the economics was developed in Western countries as a part of political economy, not as a separate subject. It was considered as a branch of politics during the early days of its development during the 15th, 16th, 17th century. It developed slowly but steadily through centuries, especially the contributions of mercantilists, physiocrats during the 16th to 18th century contributed much to the development of economics. But later, it emerged as a separate branch of study, economics, in the later half of 18th century with the publication of Adam Smith An Inquiry into the Nature and Cause of Wealth of Nation in 1776. Till that time, economics was not considered as a separate social science subject. It was a part of political economy. But with the publication of Adam Smith's An Inquiry into the Nature and Cause of Wealth of Nations, it became a separate branch of study. And with this publication of this work, Adam Smith became the father of economics. Adam Smith is considered as the father of economics. Now, let's discuss what economics basically deals with. Economics studies how humans make decisions or choice in the face of scarcity. As we know, people have unlimited wants, but at the same time, the resources to meet these wants are very scarce in nature. These resources are very limited in nature. Suppose, for example, an individual household needs food, clothing, education, etc. for its existence. But the income at disposal for the household is limited. So, so since the income is limited in nature, the individual cannot satisfy all its wants. So, economizing resources is an important aspect of economics. Economizing resources means making the best use of available resources. So, to meet these unlimited wants, people have to maximize their maximum. People have to use the available resources in such a way that they make the maximum use of it. Now, let's talk about the definitions of economics. There are many kinds of definitions available on economics. There are many definitions on economics. The viewpoint of definition is different. One definition is wealth, from the viewpoint of wealth. Another one is from the viewpoint of welfare. Another one is from the viewpoint of growth, and another one is from the viewpoint of scarcity. So, in our discussion about the definition of economics, going to use the scarcity definition because I personally feels like the scarcity definition stands closer to what economics actually deals with. Okay, so uh, the scarcity definition, which I'm going to discuss here, is put forward by Professor Lionel Robbins in his book Nature and Significance of Economics. According to Lionel Robbins' definition, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. So, economics basically studies the human behavior uh, as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Thus, the economics is basically studying the choice problem of the individuals at social, national, and international level, and this is what economics is all about. It studies the choice problem at individual, social, national, and international level. So, economics basically deals with the uh, so economics here basically deals with the human deals with how humans are making decisions or choices in the face of scarcity. Now, so this is what economics basically deals with. Now, let's see what are the major central problems the economy is facing. What are the major fundamental questions of economics? What actually economics is studying? Now, when we talk about the central problems of economy or the fundamental questions of economics, we can categorize it into three main subheadings. This The economy faces three main fundamental problems, mainly due to the scarcity of resources in relation to the demand for them. That is, the resources are scarce in nature, but at the same time, people have an unlimited wants. So this actually results in three in the raise of three fundamental problems. We can put this fundamental problems in three heads. First one, what to produce and in what quantities. So the first problem is what to produce and in what quantities. This problem has two dimensions actually. First one, what goods are to be produced, whether we should produce a capital good or we should go for a consumer good. That's the basic question in this problem. What kind of a good to be produced, whether it should be a capital good or a consumer good. As we know, production of these both goods are essential for the economy, but at the same time, the concentration of production in one good will automatically negatively affect the economy, because concentration in one good means the overproduction of this particular good and the underproduction of the other good. The second central problem the economy is facing is in what quantity the goods are to be produced. So with the first question, we kind of solving the problem that what kind of a good to be produced, whether it should be capital good or consumer good. So here we decided something. Suppose we decided something. Now the second problem comes. In what quantity the goods are to be produced? Here, um more of consumer good means less of capital good. Okay, if we in the first central problem we decided we are suppose we are going to produce consumer good. Then the second problem arises, in what quantity the goods are to be produced. So here, more of consumer good means less of capital good, and vice versa. That is, the loss of quantity of consumer good is at the cost of producing more capital good. So when if we are planning to produce more consumer good, we are reducing the production of capital good, and it results of, and there is a cost of production, and the loss of quantity of consumer good is at the cost of producing more capital good. So there is, we in economics we call this cost of this as opportunity cost in economics. Now, second central problem of second central problem. So the first problem was what to produce and in what quantities, and it have two dimensions. First one was what good is to be produced, whether it should be consumer good or on or capital good, and the second dimension was in what quantity the goods are to be produced. Now the second central problem, how to produce. How to produce also have two dimensions. Which technique to be used for producing this particular good, whether it should be capital intensive technique or it should be labor intensive technique. The choice between labor intensive and capital intensive technique become a problem because labor intensive technique helps in reducing unemployment, and at the same time capital intensive technique accelerates GDP growth. So there is a confusion, kind of confusion will arise, which technique of production to be used that will benefit the economy more. And after deciding how to produce, there comes another central problem, the third one, for whom to produce. Whether the production should aim at rich people or at poor people. So, there, the next question of for whom to produce, whether it should be produced for rich or it should be produced for poor. So, three central problems, what to produce and in what quantities, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Now, how the economists solve these three central problems? First, we can say that through price mechanism and economic planning, and second one, in economics there are many different branches of economic theory to provide necessary framework to deal with these basic economic problems, like micro, macro, then their subclassifications, development, behavioral economics, financial economics, like that. There are different branches of economic theory to provide a necessary framework to deal with the basic economic problems. So this is just an introduction about economics. Hope you like the video. Please do like the video, and we will meet with another video really soon, and we will try to discuss about the branches of economics in the next video. Thank you.